Why I love Jesus, what he embodies, his nonviolence, his ability to love unconditionally, to be human yet divine, and learns to integrate both in the most wholesome way. When ooh, you follow his teachings and embody the Christ mind and the Christ heart, this physical realm, plane we live in, becomes less relevant because it's another transition. When we do not know who we are as spirit, most of our lives we spend attaching and accumulating possessions, people, places, yet we remain poor in spirit. And in the poverty of our spirit, we are so filled with ego. Ego drowns out our spirit until we face life experiences that are not within our control. And then something switches. These life experiences that teach us, no, you are part of a collective. Things are not always going to turn out the way that you think will happen. And with time, you learn to adjust to being present, to allowing God, the divine, whatever language word you want to use, to see you through. Because on your own, you do not have the right energy to make it happen. Or you are not spiritually aligned for that to happen. And you surrender. You surrender to not knowing how, what, or when. You surrender, this is what has been planted in me. The how, the what, and the when. I may not always know. Can I surrender to that and trust? And these are some of Jesus' teachings. Did Jesus know he was going to die? Yes, he did. He didn't want to save us. He was trying to teach us to follow his path. He cannot save you if you do not want to save yourself. He cannot love you if you cannot love yourself. He cannot forgive you if you cannot forgive mind and body. So he was saying, follow my teachings. Follow the wisdom I give you. And save yourselves from yourselves. Save yourself from your mind. Go back to spirit. Go back to spirit. Put your soul aligned with the divine through spirit, the energy. And because as human beings, we are so enraptured with our thinking and our body, this container, whatever name you have for this physical body, we are so wrapped up in it with the ego as weapon and the body as the instrument. The ego weaponizes the body. When you learn to distance yourself from that, and you feel the love that has been given to you, who you are as a divine human, who you are as an embodiment of Christ, as an embodiment of Buddha, these energies that support you through your spiritual growth or whatever faith, whatever your faith is, just love. And when you have unconditional love, your mind and your body have less to say because your spirit supersedes them, because now you are tired of the mind and the body that have held you hostage for decades. The thinking self, the pain body that works in tandem with your ego, the energy the ego creates. And you're full of hate, you're full of anger. You want to control everything and everyone. And when you surrender to the isness of every moment, you don't resist it. You surrender by giving yourself the pause. You surrender by taking an action to contribute in a meaningful way to bring about a change. And then you allow the universe to help course correct. Jesus was so humble, no titles, didn't even ask to be worshipped. Ego mind created this massive, in some ways, I'm not saying religion is bad. No, it's what ego does with religion. It's what ego does with systems, what ego does with education, what ego does with politics, economics, with law, with history. And Jesus was trying to teach us the truth is not through the thinking self. The truth is in spirit. In spirit, when you find that nothingness, you find everything. That's the salvation. When you do not identify, you do not attach, you become one with all that is. This is salvation, becoming one with unity consciousness here on earth. You are the divine instrument. You are both human and divine. You are divinely human.